Hey, welcome back to Thriving with PKU. Now, isn't it true that the PKU diet starts in the kitchen? I mean, it's all about food. So today, I want to share with you guys some of the things I do in my kitchen for food planning and prepping that have helped me stay successful on the PKU diet. Okay, so here's what I do to plan and prep my food for my PKU diet before the week begins. So the first thing is I plan for the grocery store before I get there. And I have to say this because I have had some grocery store induced meltdowns, looking around and seeing my limited food choices or choosing something that's less healthy for my PKU diet because I'm frustrated. So the first thing I do, I sit down, I figure out what my week is gonna look like. I see what nights I might have a Bible study or something that I have to do away from the house, and I'll choose something quicker on those nights. My favorite quick snack my quickest meal is cauliflower rice, frozen cauliflower rice. So easy, it can go in the microwave, put some nice teriyaki sauce or something over it, and it's super easy, super yummy, and super quick. And then my other meals, I plan and I make sure that I'm getting everything at one time for that meal. The second thing I do is I make sure that I strategically plan for my week. And this may sound silly, but it really helps me. I live with a carnivore, and most people with PKU do, and my carnivore might have a sweet treat or a salty treat, and if I see him eat something that's not so great for my PKU diet, but sounds good, then I need to make sure that I have a low protein PKU option in the house for me at that time. For example, my carnivore, Mr. Hines, loves Oreos. So I need to make sure if I see him eat an Oreo and I really want something sweet, I need to make sure I have something in the house at that moment for my sweet craving. So I keep things on hand at all times for every craving I could possibly have, which may sound silly, but it really helps me. So I have something salty, something sweet, something crunchy, pretty much any craving I could possibly have. I have a low protein version available and I restock when necessary. Now, this doesn't mean that I'm eating whole bags of gluten-free pretzels at a time, but it really does help me when I have a craving and I want just one or two of something. I'm choosing a better choice than a higher protein version. The third thing I do is when I get home from the grocery store, I chop my vegetables right away. Wash and chop my vegetables. Now, this is something that I got from the Pioneer Woman. She will not go to the grocery store unless she has enough time to come back and prepare her vegetables. This helps me because then I can put everything in airtight containers and put them in the fridge, and they're ready to go for my meals. Now, of course, you have to be careful with some vegetables. Some smushier vegetables or softer vegetables aren't gonna last as long in the fridge. And I also don't cut my onions beforehand. I always cut my onions right before I'm gonna cook. I also, for my snacks, put some Ziploc baggies or other smaller airtight containers to chop up those different vegetables or fruits that I'm gonna want for my snacks at school throughout the week. And those are ready to go because I'm always on the go and busy. I hope that these food planning and prepping tips and tricks can help you on your PKU diet be successful. Of course, if you have something that's working for you, don't change that. If you love using frozen vegetables in your dishes, keep using them. That's totally fine if it works for you. I just prefer using fresh vegetables. So I will see you guys next time on Thriving with PKU when we take these veggies and turn them into a fantastic veggie jambalaya. I can't wait for you to watch it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.